Woo!
Amazing. I certainly know John Bernthal. I've interviewed him a few times, and The Walking Dead and everything else, movie-wise that he's doing. He's currently working with Ray on an upcoming limited series for HBO. But John, what was it like playing this guy Rick Macy, who's just a powerhouse of a character? You're so good in this.
Thanks, man. That's super kind of you. Look, I think I could speak for everyone up here. The greatest thing about making movies is the people, that you meet along the way. And this was just such a unbelievable labor of love. The process the whole way through was creative and supportive and fun and loving. I think with this character specifically, he loved these two young women like they were his own. And there's these two young women sitting next to me. They make fun of me because I say it all the time, but I love them. I really love them. I love their families, their work ethic, their spirit, their creativity, their talent, their kindness is. It blows you away on screen, and in real life, there's no words for it. So I really wanted him to be that kind of coach. And when you get a script like this, and it's being led by a director like Ray and Will, where sort of truth and authenticity is paramount, you really go for it. He's an out there character, and I'm really grateful that they let me, really go for it. And there was definitely an atmosphere on set that you could swing hard, and it was fine to fail. And that's the best way to make art, I think.
And you met with him. What was your experience
with Rick?
Yeah.
Rick's great. Rick digs the movie. He's really happy about it. He's he's a very specific, unique guy, and he's got his own thing going, and it was a real joy to tap into it.
Now, I've got to ask you two, Sanaya and Demi, playing these iconic characters, though, but at an early age, and getting that, and did either of you, Sanaya, did you ever play tennis before this?
Oh, no.
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 Unbelievable. And now you're playing the greatest tennis player, ever, both of you. And did you play tennis?
Oh, absolutely not.
So I want to give you both Oscars right now. Wow, you could have fooled me. So talk about the process tonight of and obviously you had Venus to advise and maybe give you some pointers.
In a way, I mean, we met Venus probably later on in the process. They came to visit us, surprised us on set that one time, but we didn't really talk about tennis. It was mostly just getting to understand them. And seeing Venus and Serena together was so beautiful, and the whole family is just amazing. The love that they have for each other is so special that I think it helped Demi and I create that relationship too. It gave us freedom just to be ourselves, because there was a lot of similarities between us. So that helped us a lot. But she mostly just told me just to have fun, because that's what tennis was for her.
And that's it. And so that's your way in. Are you playing tennis now because of this?
Yes, it's actually a hobby. I like to say I'm pretty good. People are like, nah, you can't play. And I'm like, oh, really? And they're like, whoa, that's cool. And I'm like, oh, it's cool, I guess.
Demi, did you bond here with Sanaya like sisters, when you're doing this? Did you have that kind of experience making the movie together?
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. Sanaa and I are super close now. But to bond, we didn't really have to think too much about it. We kind of clicked the day we first met, so we would just hang out at, the Grove. Or, I remember I made all the sisters go, work out with me. And they were like, seriously, Demi? I was like, yeah, let's go to Soul Cycle. But they came because, they're really good friends, So, I love and respect them all a lot.
I love the very poignant scene that was there between you and Will, where, you're watching, and Venus is always looking out for Serena in real life here, and he turns to you and says, she's the greatest now, or whatever the line was. Of course, Zach could tell you exactly, but you're gonna be the greatest of all time. I love that scene.
Thank you.
Yeah. What was that like working with Will on this?
That scene was a very special scene for us. I feel like for me personally, that was the first time. And at that point in the movie, that was kind of the first time that Serena got to show her more vulnerable side, a little bit more emotion. And so for me and Will, we actually did that scene a couple different ways. The first time we shot it, we didn't feel like it was as strong as it could have been. So we went to Mr. Ray and Mr. Zach and kind of came up with what's in the film now. But it was really important for me to find that deep emotion.
I'm going to open it up to questions from the audience, but Ray, I got to ask you too. Obviously, in movies like this, in sports movies and things, there are doubles that you use, and how it's very effectively filmed. I cannot tell the difference here. It's not like watching, someone playing a piano and they just, cut away from the guy and just show you the fingers. This was really skillfully edited and done. Can you
Yeah,
talk
look,
about that?
we had an incredible cinematographer, Robert Elswit. We have an incredible editor, Pamela Martin.